There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up.
Hi everyone, this is Blanca. It's been a while since I put out a video and I'm back. Isn't this a beautiful purple? Oh my god, it's like, I don't think you can find this color in a box of crayons. It's so pretty. This is Tubucina, I believe it's called. It's from Brazil, and it's a bush. There's also a tree, but I believe this is just a bush. But she is constantly blooming, and buds everywhere. I just love it. And speaking of purple, let me share with you another beautiful purple. You know, I was away for a while, and not away on travel. I wish it was, but it wasn't. It was that I wasn't feeling too well, and not only that, isn't this pretty? She's been in bloom for weeks. This is my Oncidium. Let's see if I can get to her tag from here. Oncidium Foxy. I think it's what it says. Foxy Sunset? F. It's really cute, and she smells like vanilla. So anyways, what I was saying that I wasn't feeling well, and I didn't get a chance to even respond on my last video, and I was having problems with stones. No, not these kind of stones. I actually had gallbladder stones, and it was bothering me for months, and it finally got so bad that I was just sick to my stomach. I didn't want to eat anything, and I just had nausea all the time, and I just was so uncomfortable all the time. But I had the gallbladders pulled, or not pulled, eradicated from my body, and the surgeon did say it was inflamed, and he found some stones, and yes, I have a picture. He saved the stones, and I'll insert a photo of the stones. I'm just kidding about that. I don't have a picture of them, and I don't want to know anything about them. But anyways, I am feeling much better now, thank God. So I didn't make it to Tamiami International Orchid Festival this year because my surgery was scheduled around that same time. And it was rough, but I am feeling so much better. And the good thing, I lost like 20 pounds. My husband says, don't look behind you. Because he goes, they're back there somewhere. Oh boy. So as I was saying, talking about purple, isn't that a beautiful purple lip on my orchid? God, that is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. And she smells terrific, and she's been in bloom for over a week, possibly 2 weeks. And sadly, I have to say that for a while there, my poor orchids were sort of abandoned, and they relied on rain. And then hubby would go out and he would spray the vandas down for me every so often, because I just didn't have it to go outside and take care of them. I had a lot of nausea and pain, so he took care of my vandas. But they're not in bloom though. But let me share the name with you on this. This is the first time blooming for me on this one here. Come on. Let's see. There you go. Oh, you're so pretty. And her tag is right here. I believe I bought her, and her roots were growing out of the pot. I got her from Florida Orchids, or Florida, from Jim Roberts, and from, what is that? I've been out of circulation for a while, but this is her name, and she does smell wonderful. And when I got her, she was coming out of the pot. Her roots were all over the place, so I attached her to this bark. and their roots took over the bark, over the cork. Anyways, like I said, talking about purple, I wanted to share with you a purple one, but this isn't the one. So talking about purple, and she is coming out kind of like pinkish purple, but she is a dark purple and just absolutely gorgeous and such a fragrance. Ooh, and she has 3 blooms, one back there too. There's always one that's a little shy. And her tag, oh, I bought her about, I believe it was almost 4 weeks ago. And I got her from Pam, Orchids in Bloom. And I bought her, she was in sheaf, but I didn't know that she was going to bud. She didn't seem to have buds when I, inside the sheaf, but man, quickly, like overnight. Whoop. She came out and burst out this beautiful bloom. There's her tag. BLC King of Taiwan. And she's a biggie. Let's put this tag back before I lose it, because it's a small tag and it's somewhere in there. See, they come out easy, but they don't go in so easy. Oh, well, anyways, she is a big, big bloom. Look at this. Very big and such a rich color. Also in bloom, I have them out here because I'm gonna water them, and in my screen porch I can't really water them. Also in bloom, and she's been in bloom for, I say, a week already. Look at that baby. And that is it's King or George King's Serendipity. I think I said it right. Isn't she beautiful? She smells absolutely gorgeous. One of the best fragrance out there. And her blooms are huge too. And she's a big orchid. I've repotted her. And she's coming out of the pot again. And she spreads out in every direction. So she likes a room for herself. So, you know what they say, when the cat's away, the mouse will play, or the mice will play. Well, let me tell you a little story. Look, Janet Mermaid, little Janet Mermaid in bloom again. And Coastal, my friend, I haven't forgotten about you. But since I was out and not coming to water as I usually do, I had some squatters that moved into my pergola, and I used to have a basket up there, a big wooden basket, and when I got better I came out and I said, let me water my orchids. I haven't done that in so long. They were a little bit on the abandoned side, and when I went to spray the wooden basket that I had hanging up there, I thought it was a squirrel, big old squirrel, inside the middle of the basket. So I took my garden hose and I sprayed him, and he jumped up on that little ledge up there, that wooden ledge, and he ran all the way into that corner over here, about the middle of the screen. I sprayed him again, and I realized he didn't have a fluffy tail. It was a big, huge rat. And then he kept going back and forth, running back and forth as I sprayed him. And he finally leaped out up there somewhere and jumped up and leaped out of the pergola and jumped over to the other side of the fence back there. So the next day I come back and I looked at the basket, which is gone now, but I looked at it and I saw something dark sticking out of the orchid. And this time it was a little bit smaller, but it was a mouse. Yes, it had a mouse living in it. So I'll show you the little video clip I got of that. So I came back in here just to see, since I took that basket out of there, I didn't think they were coming back. But let me show you. Way up in that corner, kind of hard to see, right in the center, and I don't know if you see his tail there. see if I could, that's the best I can zoom in, but he's right about in the center there. So I'm going to go ahead, and I know they don't like being clean because they're dirty little creatures. So I am going to use Dawn, lots of Dawn and water, and spray him. So I moved the basket out here just so that they would know that they were not welcome here. And look, I'm going to show you. Oh, I'm bending down. I hope I can get back up. Do you see that big hollow hole? They had dug out all the media in there, and they were living in there in that hollow hole. So I'm just going to refill this hole with some more media. And you know, I've had this orchid for like, I say about 10 years. A girlfriend gave it to me, and it's never bloomed. I don't know. I don't think the rat's been in there 20 years or 10 years. Could be as big as it was. Now let me get up from this position. Yikes. Ha! How do you like that? Advertisements in my video. Well, I'm telling you, there's nothing better that I enjoy than burning a beautiful scented candle, Jasmine Vine by Scented Diva, and enjoying a glass of wine while reading my favorite novel. Today I am reading Turtle Key. It's a novel by Bridget Van Wormer. She is my friend. She is an orchid collector, and she has some beautiful, beautiful orchids. She's a very sweet, down-to-earth girl. I really love her. Anyways, her book takes place in the Keys, Florida Keys. And the best thing in it, my friend Bridget included me in the storyline, and my other friends too. I love it. It's an awesome book. It's hard to put down. And I was reading it earlier, but when I got sick, I put it down because I really couldn't, I was kind of nauseous. But now I'm back to reading it again. Oh, here's my bookmarker. But it's a wonderful book. It's available on Amazon.com. This is the paperback. The cover is absolutely gorgeous. And the artist, well, here's my friend, Bridget. And the artwork is by Sherry Blinkensenstoff. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But this book is available on Amazon.com, and you can also get it on Kindle. I highly recommend it. Go ahead and order your copy today. And enjoy it while you're drinking your choice of wine. It's an excellent book. I highly recommend it. I'm back. So anyways, I have in bloom this beautiful species orchid. If I can show you, I'll have to zoom in as much as I could. There. I can't get her too well, but I can't bring her out. Only because she has become a partner with the shelf. Her roots are entangled on that shelf, and I mean, I looked under there. I was going to try to bring her out, but the roots are actually growing alongside. Do you see that little green pipe underneath the basket? They're all attached and growing just under there. So many of them. I really can't bring her out. But I do have another one over here in bloom that's really pretty, and that one I could bring out. It's like, I call her my lipstick orchid because of her colors. But I'll bring her out, see if I can get her tag and her name. Well, I brought her out, and I've come to an end on my video. And she is smelling so intoxicating, so good. Let's see if I can zoom in on her. She's so pretty. And her tag, it's a long, long name here. Don't know if you can make it out there. Such a long, long name for one bloom. And you know what? That's too long of a name for her. So she is looking like raspberry lipstick. So I'm going to call her, I'm going to change her name to Raspberry Syrup. The kind you find at your specialty store. Oh yes, I am back. Look at them roots. Anyways, my pergola in my orchids, this is like my castle. And you know, most castles have a moat around them. I certainly don't have a moat around my castle, but I do have something else. Ta-da! Yes, heat. Hot and spicy seasoning. And this is for the rats, or for the creatures that keep hanging around. I'm going to surround my pergola with my own moat. Hopefully the rats are not the Cajun type, because they'll survive. They thrive on this. All right. Bye, everyone.